Hello everyone, my name is Roya and today I'm coming to you with the books that I plan to read in May. So it has been ages since I last did a TBR video. I want to say it was sometime last year that I did one. I have not been doing them very regularly, and this isn't even actually my entire TBR because I will be filming a separate video on my NetGalley TBR. So this is basically just the physical books that I plan to get to this month, hopefully very early in the month anyway. So the first thing is the only book that I have for review this month, and that is The Lost Queen. It was sent to me by Colored Pages Book Tours, so thank you so much to Colored Pages Book Tours for sending this my way. The next 4 books I have here are ones that I actually listened to a good chunk of it on audio, and then I had to, once the audiobook was due back at the library, I had to pick up the go with the physical book from there. So what's happened lately is, I'm sure if you've seen, I don't know if I've mentioned this on video, I've mentioned it on Instagram though, that I recently signed up for my 3rd library card at a nearby county. So that has given me a lot more options as to what I can check out digitally and all of that. So there are a lot more options, and so I'm making my way through the audiobooks of the books I own that new library happens to have. So there are not that many of them, but I think, because I don't listen to a whole lot of audiobook, it really helps me out to check out books where either I check out both the ebook and the audiobook at the same time, or I check out audiobooks of a book I already have, so that basically if, let's say the book is really, really good and I'm done with what I was listening to an audiobook for, I have the book or the ebook that I can just go with from there. So that's what I did with this, because I did not get through these audiobooks fast enough, obviously, as is usually the case. So anyway, firstly, we have Blood Song by Anthony Ryan. I am about almost halfway through this. I listened to most of this on audio, and then the audiobook was due back, and so I've been picking it up from there. The Adventures of Amina al-Sirafi. I'm about 1/4 of the way through this. I listened to that much on audiobook, and then the audiobook was due back, so I need to pick it up from here. This is really good. It's like a pirate adventure fantasy type of thing that is very pro-woman and shows how women are expected to be something that they shouldn't be expected to be and all of that, and I'm really, really liking this. Age of Ash by Daniel Abram. I got through maybe a little over a fourth of this on audiobook, and then I picked it up from there with the physical copy. So this is ultimately a quicker read than it seems like it would be. The plot is not that complex at all, which I thought that it would be. And finally, Fear the Flames. This is one that I am still currently listening to the audiobook, and I have it for another couple of days, so I think maybe I can get about 1/3 of the way through the audiobook, or maybe halfway through the audiobook before it's due back, and I need to just read the rest via this copy. And then I have 2 more. So I do currently have the audiobook checked out of the blood print. I'm going to listen to that until it's due back at the library, and I can read whatever I have left of it. And I have The Queen's Bastard. I have this checked out on audio as well. And then I also have The Pretender's Crown, which is the sequel, and the library does not have the audiobook of this one, but I think that if I read most of this one on audio, I feel like I can finish both of them pretty quickly after another. So those are the books that I plan to get to in May, hopefully sooner in May rather than later. And like I said, I'm going to have a NetGalley TBR for basically the next couple months up pretty soon. I will explain the purpose of that in that video. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know which books that you've read. Let me know what you're reading this month, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!